Drugs and substances has been the trend in the world back in the days until now. Production of these drugs has been constantly increasing over the years. Well, this is due to the development of high-end technologies that has enabled mankind to mass produce them and the dependence of mankind towards drugs for curing sickness. All this may sound like a good cause for our future, but the same drugs that we use to cure us has ruined happy families, opportunities, and has taken some away from the path toward happiness. Substances and drugs has led some to become addicted to it as they were using it for unintended purposes. All this can cause short and long-term problems to the person who is abusing it. Therefore, awareness must be raised to the society towards a better future. To achieve the goals of our project, we made posters, both soft and hard copies, and handed them over to the students. Plus, we interviewed some students and doctors regarding the title of our project.
The term depression encompasses feelings of sadness, pain, or gloom. Depression has been shown to be linked to genetics and may also result from stresses such as parental substance abuse or feelings of inadequacy. These stresses can lead to feelings of sadness, which some adolescents have reported to be a motivator for them in deciding to begin substance use. This form of self-medication is common among adolescents who may not be identified as being clinically depressed, yet still suffer from some form of depression. Studies indicate that depressed adolescents may be at higher risk for developing a substance use disorder at an earlier age, after the onset of substance abuse. Several studies have also stated that it is possible that depression causes a deficiency in dopamine, which can be alleviated by using substances.
Peer pressure often plays a role in substance use and addiction. They will urging you to trying something new. When everyone else is doing something, it can be difficult for us to refrain from joining in. We often surround ourselves with peers who share interests and hobbies. As such, if you are a drug user, you likely have friends who are using drugs as well. You could have initially said no to drugs, but that person is giving you all the reason why you should try it. You feel like if you say no, then people will think you are not cool and not want to be around you anymore.
One of the factors that lead someone to misabuse substances is social media. According to Columbia University National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse report that people who typically spend an element of time on social networking sites every day are more likely to smoke, consume alcohol, and take drugs compared to those who don't use social media daily. Besides that, we can see many pictures on how drugs make people happy. That's why those who are exposed to this type of images are 3 times more likely to consume alcohol. This wrong information has destroyed their happiness as they need to spend a big amount of money to buy drugs once they become addicted person.
Using drugs like cocaine and methamphetamine can reduce the need to sleep, may increase sleeplessness, and also disrupt sleep. Not only can drugs affect your amount of sleep, but it also can negatively impact the quality of rest you receive during sleep. We know now that most kinds of substance use acutely disrupt sleep regulatory system in the brain, affecting the time it takes to fall asleep, duration of sleep, and sleep quality. People who use drugs also experience insomnia during withdrawal, which fuel drug craving and can be a major factor leading to relapse. Additionally, because of the central role of sleep in consolidating new memories, poor quality sleep may make it harder to learn new coping and self-regulation skills necessary for recovery.
Today I want to talk about drug effect on driving. Drug has different effects depending on the drug itself, the person taking it and their surrounding, and how the body process drug, and about the short-term and long-term effect. Taking drugs can affect not just your physical and mental health, but your whole life. Just one pill can kill. Alcohol and other drugs can seriously affect your driving skill, and you are more likely to have an accident, injuring yourself or others. The crash could be fatal. The different type of drug affect your driving ability in the following ways. First, stimulate. This happens because driving too fast or erratically, being aggressive behind the wheel reduce vision. You can feel overconfident. Therefore, depression happens when driving too slowly, falling asleep at the wheels, veering out of your lane. Your reactions are slower. Lastly, the hallucinogen is a distorts vision, hard to correctly judge the state. Seeing this state are not there, missing track, including alcohol, only increasing your risk of having a crash.
Okay. Organs take on a lot of effects of drug taking. Drug can affect organs such as lungs, kidneys, and liver. Okay, first we will talk about lungs. Drug affect lungs by smoking them. These smokable drugs may include pot, ketamine, marijuana, and tobacco. And when you start inhale the drugs, it will start to turn your lungs black and cause disease like bronchitis. Okay, the second one is kidney. The kidney also get affected by drug taking. Some drugs, once they get to the kidney, they will break down all the cell membranes and basically just start to kill your kidney. And the effect to your kidney is your kidney cannot live healthier and longer. Okay, so the third one is liver. Liver is actually responsible for filtering out an unhealthy substances, so only the good stuff will go to the bloodstream. So when you take drugs, you will make your liver work overtime just to get the poison out of your body, which can be really challenging for the smallest organs, for the one of the smallest organ in your body to do that. So please, love yourself, love your organs, don't take drugs, because take note that drugs are actually very dangerous more than you think.
How to overcome drug addiction. So you should get professional help. Trying to overcome addiction on your own is difficult and often unsuccessful. However, this addiction can be prevented, treated, and controlled with a specialist help. The doctor will ask you about what substances you're using, how much of them you use, and how often you use them. Then the doctors will refer you to other doctors such as the psychiatrist or the psychologist that specializes in mental health. They will talk to you on what treatment that will work best for you, such as behavioral therapy, talk therapy, or medication. It's depending on what substances you're using.
How to overcome drug addiction. Surround yourself with supportive people. One of the most important things you can do to stay sober is to find friends who are sober too. While it may be hard to cut off unhealthy relationships of your past, hanging out with people who support you need to stay clean will pay off in the long run. Also, you can find new hobbies. Staying busy is the best way to keep your mind off your desire to use. Not only that, but establishing an interesting and rewarding hobby can also help you find joy and purpose in your life and replace your old unhealthy habits with new drug-free activities.
The last tips on how to prevent substance abuse among UTHM students is by building a meaningful drug-free life. They could start with eating a healthy diet, as it could help them stay in shape physically and mentally. Next, they could also find a healthy way to handle the pressure in life, such as do meditation or yoga. It's because drug use is often used as the answer to escape from any stressful situation in their life.
Yes, I want to end. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you for spending your time for our group project. So we want to ask you 2 questions about drug.
Okay.
First question is, what is your opinion how drug can affect our psychological health?
Okay. How drug can affect our psychological health? Alright. So for me, I think it's depend how we react with the drug. Okay, so maybe how we take the drug and why we need to take the drug. Okay, so for me, I think there are short-term and long-term effect on when we take the drug for ourselves, right? So maybe for the short term, maybe sometimes people will tends to like they change their mood. Okay, maybe sometimes it can cause ourselves to become insomnia. Okay, less, or we got less time to sleep. Okay, and then maybe sometimes people will become sometimes they like to do something that they enjoy to do. Okay, but when they take drugs that are more than they should take, so maybe sometimes it can become loss of interest what they enjoy to do, right? So for long term, I think some people will become depression, and it will cause a mental health. So that's all I think for the effect of drug for ourselves on the psychology health.
That's great. Okay. And the second question is, what are the physical signs of addiction that doctor know?
Physical signs for people that are taking drug, right?
Yeah.
So I think, okay, so as I know that people that are taking drug, they are very, they will sometimes they are very, it will be dizzying. Okay, people will be vomiting. Sometimes they are not cannot proper arrange themselves. Okay, but sometimes if we can see from their appearance. Okay, so maybe before that, before taking the drug, their appearance is very smart, very proper. But sometimes they are not tidy. Their appearance, right? So I think that's the physical signs that we can see from the people that are taking the drugs.
Okay, thank you, doctor. That's all the question. Thank you for your cooperation to our group project.
Okay, thank you.
So much.